Hi, this is Rosemond. Today I'm showcasing a recording of myself playing my Cleric in the guild Silent Redemption on the fight Dancing Demiurge. I'll provide some commentary on the fight as a raid Cleric. A lot of times I'm selecting tanks that have full HP. I'm just trying to essentially catch damage. Here the wearing mass is it's purple, which means that you can bane it with healing. So I'm just throwing a couple of heals at it. Sometimes it seems when we do this, if I don't do it, then we get hit by one of the great effects, which lowers the raid's HP. It's not really a big deal. Mouth is coming in. A lot of times Silent and slams the MT on this fight for this encounter, but Silent and Slam kind of bring them both in. Looks like he's on Slam now. We have really high DPS. This is not our highest DPS that we normally bring, but we have a lot of ads will come in. Two different phases will happen, so I'll pre-cast. I'll put down my ward. I noticed Moda's taking a lot of damage. I Celestial Rapid to try and get my cooldowns down. I'm just trying to output, essentially, to kind of counter all this damage that's coming in. See, all these mobs are just piling in. A lot of damage on Nits, a lot of damage on Spaz right now. The SKs seem to throw out a lot of threat, which is fine, that's good, they're tanks. There's a lot of splash healing going out from the shamans. I'm trying to stay ahead of damage on tanks that I feel are taking more damage than maybe others. Right now I'm just kind of sitting on Dora, I'm just healing. I'm proccing group heals on my own group while I'm just doing single targets there. Took some raid wide. Call went out right there for a cure on Starship, so I just targeted her and hit the Purify. It's a little bit of lag sometimes in this fight, and I can go purple bar and like fall over and then I can't heal. So when I get low like that, it seems like if I hit Divine Orb or my shield, it kind of resets whatever is causing my HP to just like continually go down even though I'm healing. Just throwing heals at Nitsuj. He's got one of the ads. You can't see my raid triggers, my Gina raid triggers. It didn't record. I have to figure out why that is. But it was my time to hit TB, so I popped that. That was the Celestial Regeneration for the raid. So this is, if I remember correctly, we're going to have a lot of different ads coming in pretty soon. I'm gonna hit a couple burns early. Yeah, here they come. The damage starts ramping up. Yep, I lost Niche Switch there. I should have stayed on top of him, continued to apply pressure on that. I throw a focused heal over time on Maru just so I can work on getting Niche Switch up, start getting him buffed. That was kind of a mistake. I actually have a spell bar set that can just switch over to that, and I just brain farted it. He's just taking a ton of damage. My remedies aren't really enough, but we're keeping him up for now. Yeah, and he just gets popped down from the new ads that come in. This moment here, we had a call out for a raid mechanic that does a viral damage over time. And what ends up happening is it hits everyone's triggers, and it tricks you into thinking you need to run out and do your run, right? You can see over on the top right that I have the debuff. What this kind of happens for healers is all the healers start moving and no one's healing. So we quickly lost Meru there. I think we lose Tac in a second. If I remember right, we've got. I'm going to be switching, we'll be healing Nits and Tac, and we'll see if we can keep him up. Yeah, the syllable doesn't hit Nits in time. And it didn't even seem like it did any healing on Tac. That's how much damage he's taking. At this point, rather than to switch off and then try to do raises on Silent and Nits and stuff, here we go. Yeah. I sat on Tac and I was healing, just to try and keep him running. Notice Tac had a glyph at the time, so it was a pretty good good bet that he would be able to stay up with the mobs that were left. I can't have all the tanks die. Tor's taking some big damage. We're going to get remedies in. Maybe going for the splash wasn't the best call, but there were other tanks that had some damage in. Opponent's got his glyph running. He's pretty thick right now. Just trying to get some of the DIs up. a lot of damage out on everyone kind of right now. But it looks like we caught up. I get some hits. I get hit here. Was a little scary. I hit the shield. Force resumed back into a ward on one of the tanks there, and then I splashed. I'm just trying to find tanks that are taking more damage than Raid Splash is really giving them. My party's not really taking significant damage across the board.